Hi everybody, this is a quick video to help explain a little bit about what's changed recently in regards to email and email handling and discussions and all that stuff. So there's a lot to cover. The scenario is I've got a topic here and the topic of course has some sort of document at the top, and there's a couple of comments that have already been made on it. So in this setting, this is how you make a comment. You say create a comment, same as before. I'm going to post and send email, and this will be sent quite quickly. So here I am in the inbox, and when I see that comment come in, this is what the message looks like. Of course, this is just the stuff that messages normally have, but it's this part here that has been composed. And notice that there's a couple of things going on. There's a user here. And now if I click on that user, I get a display like this. We can elaborate this a little more, but notice it's just cleaned up a lot, and settings won't show up for other people. So it's a little more private here. Workspace, like normal, is going to come up, and then there's this thing called view online, and so every message can be viewed actually online. So now you're seeing the exact same message, but now it's within the system, and this is available for everybody in the workspace to see what message was sent. And then of course there's the item here, which was the Heidegger discussion. And you'll notice this is a simplified view of it where you can go down and see the comment itself. But the main thing are these links here. So simply by noticing this, you can reply to this. Here's the comment, and if you want to reply, you can. This is a reply, and we're just trying to make that really super easy. Send, and now it's done. That'll come back in a moment. While that's happening, I'm going to switch to another browser. Reason I'm using another browser here is because this one is not logged in. So this is a user who is not logged into Weaver, and so you'll get much of the same things. So here again you can look at the user, but notice that it's just the user and then it says login. A very simple display. Same thing with the workspace. You now get the workspace, and they will be able to see these items, the vision, aim, and domain, but that's all they can see, and these depend on how the administrator has set it up, which ones they want to see. But you can still view the message online. So this is available. Again, you're not logged in yet, so it's saying, hey, if you want to see more, log in. Each of these simplified displays are available to anybody on the internet, and that's kind of powerful. There's the reply button. I'm going to go back to the email. So when you click reply on this, again, you've got this simplified display. You've got the previous comments that went in there, and then it's still prompting for a login. Without logging in, I can still do this reply from a non-logged in user. Okay, and that's kind of important. Okay, let's go back to the email inbox here. So we're now seeing 6 messages there because now we see the reply. This is the email that came out of the reply, and the anonymous reply that I just did will be out in a moment. Of course, this email tool shows you all the mail that comes out, so we're seeing each time it gets sent, we see 3 messages because it's sending 3. So anyway, we'll go back to let's go back to this user. So here we are back in this discussion. We see the what are you thinking of doing, the reply, and the non-logged in user reply is here. Now let's try a question answer round. So create a round. So this has got to be a question. Do you agree? Okay. That's supposed to be German. Might as well get that in there. All right. So post and send email. So again, this is the same old round that we know. It's got a spot here for different answers, but in the email, you're actually going to see that it looks like a question answer. Here it says new round, and if I open that up, it says this is a question round. And here's the question, and the prompt here is to answer the question. And if I click on that, I'll get a nice display, and I can enter my answer in. Yes, that is good. Okay, and do that. Now again, I'm going to go back to the other browser and show this happening again for the not logged in user. So the email came in to the not logged in user, and when this user clicks on this, again, you'll see the login prompt tells you that you're not logged in. Here's all the stuff up there, but it jumps right here to this. It just says, here's the question, and here's the answers. Create and update your answer. Now, when I click on this, it's going to say, well, you got to tell me a little bit who you are. So we allow people to just enter these values in. We're going to trust them, because for comments, we're okay with trusting it. And then here's the answer. But okay, save. And so now we've got sort of two answers in here, and this you can come back to this again later and see what it is. Now at any point in time, you can always, well, this is the login. Let me go to back to the other user. This user here gets go to full discussion. So anytime that you want to, you can say go to full discussion, and it will take you to this this page here, which again, now this is the internal one, and this has all the controls. It's got the two answers that we've gotten so far. You can see this on a screen by itself if you wish, or back in the context of the thing. All of this is available now. Okay, well, there's one more thing to do. We've got those questions, they're still out there, but let's create a proposal. Okay, that's the proposal, and we're going to send that out by email. So let's take a look at the email. So the proposal appears in the email, and we click on that, and again, now it says this is a proposal. Again, we can look at the user, we can look at the workspace, and we can view this message online so that everybody can see, what it was that was sent out. But here you're being asked to respond to the proposal. That's a proposal, okay? And so now you can respond, and again, you get a nice display like this that says, here's the proposal, here's the responses so far. So I think good idea, and I'm going to consent to this, right? Standard thing. So now, we're starting to collect this, and this becomes a nice, easy way that you can ask questions directly to people. Now let's switch over to that other browser, which is not logged in, and let's go back to the email here, and we see the proposal here, and I'm going to respond to the proposal. Now you can see from the login prompt up here that I'm not logged in, but one thing that's interesting is it's actually remembered in the browser who I was. So now when I say do a response like this, let's just go the other way. Let's say I don't like this idea. I'm going to hit objection. It's going to say here that you have to give a reason if you're going to object. I mean, you can just consent if you want, but if you want to object, you have to put a few words here. So maybe you would explain that, but anyway, so now you've entered it in there. Now the whole point here again is this is available without logging in, so you can ask a question to a group of people and you can collect their answers in exactly this way. And I think the email that you get is pretty clear. It's pretty clear on this. If it's, and if your email doesn't display as quite right, I mean, the option here is very obvious: respond to the proposal. You can always view the message online, and then from here you can, again, we're not logged in here, so every time you go anywhere you're going to get the non-logged in version, so the cleaned up simplified version of this, or the cleaned up simplified version of the workspace. The idea is that you can see a little bit about the workspace, but you really can't do anything here. You can't go anything from here without logging in, but if you do log in, then of course you get all of the great stuff. And this is your simplified full list here. Well, okay, that is the gist of what I wanted to present here. So let me just stop that at that. The email templates were cleaned up, and there's now ways to respond to question answers as well as proposals, directly on that form. It's very easy to collect information from people. It's very easy for people to comment on things. And it really enhances the whole email aspect significantly. That's it for today. Thanks.